Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Universal You. Today, we will be discussing dream interpretation. This is a very broad subject. This video may be a bit longer than the usual one, but I can guarantee you that all of the content is extremely gratifying. All right, so I just want to say that today is Ostra, the first day of spring. At least, when I'm filming this. It might not be when I decide to upload it, but that just sets the stage for what we're about to discuss. Today is Ostra. Ostra. All right, let's begin. I've made a few notes today because, as I said, it's quite a broad topic, but bear in mind everything is extremely conducive to your well-being. So I suggest you pay attention. All right, the first thing I'd like to talk about in regards to dream interpretation is symbolism. You need to understand that the nature of your dreams is sublimating. Your subconscious mind will always give you information that assists you in achieving your highest good. And often in dreams, messages are given to you through symbolism. Now, I'm a practitioner of talismanic magic, and as a result of that, I've got a few books on symbology, which have made me quite adept in understanding symbols, but I find it's far more convenient just to Google. If there is an element of your dream that is particularly probing, then I would suggest that you Google it. Simply type in whatever it is and put the word meaning or symbolism after it. And then whatever description you get, make sure that it resonates with you. If what is given to you speaks to you, then it's definitely for you. I'll talk more about this later. All right, one of the incredible things about dream interpretation is seeing round the bend. As you know, you accelerate beyond the speed of ordinary light when you're in the astral dimension, which means you can fold space-time and time travel. And most shamans, mystics, and various other dream travelers use this ability to project themselves into the future, to events that may be of certain importance in their lives, and play it out and make choices, kind of like a dress rehearsal of what's to come. And when it actually happens in reality, they know exactly what choices to make for the best possible outcome. A lot of multiverse theory in that, but you get the gist of it. This is why it's important to document your dreams so you can validate them further. All right. This is one of my favorite little points here on dream interpretation, and that is posing questions to your subconscious. You can have a big dream and validate it and interpret it by looking at the symbolism and really just take what your subconscious mind is giving you as guidance for your life. Or you can be a bit more direct and pose a question to your subconscious directly. Now, I find if you're going to astral project, it's better to have an intention. And one of the best things to do is have a question in your mind before you astral project that I can guarantee you shall definitely be answered upon your return. Now, a great way of doing this with practicality and immense ease is to write the question, whatever it may be, on a piece of paper and stick that piece of paper under your pillow before you go to bed. This works wonders, and I find that dreams are particularly more vivid when this is done. Now, I do feel that it's important to mention that you may not always get the answer you want, but you will most certainly get the answer that you need. Keep that in mind. All right. Another important point in regards to dream interpretation is that it's more than mere interpretation. What you devise from your subconscious mind is ultimately for your benefit and highest good. So it is of imperative importance that you apply what you learn from your dreams in daily life. And I'll give you an example now. All right, so this is a bit of a personal dream anecdote for you. Let me begin. All right, so a few weeks ago, time is an illusion, a while ago, I dreamt that I found a baby lamb and I took it into my room and started nursing it from a little milk bottle. And I had this baby lamb in my arms and I was giving it milk. And while I was doing this, my room started to shimmer with all this golden light. And based on what I understand from the symbolism of a lamb, it means child. This was my subconscious mind's way of telling me to nurture my inner child. And upon waking, I started to do that. I started to do things that were a bit more creative and a bit more fun and a bit more exciting. This entire channel is definitely an aspect of that dream interpretation being applied in my life, and I must say the benefits are unparalleled. There you can see just the importance of actually taking what you learn from your dreams and applying them in your life. All right. Now, some of you may be jolted awake before your dream has time to complete. And in this instance, I recommend dream reentry. If you feel dream is of specific importance to you and relevance, then you might want to go back and visit it. The best thing to do here is location, location, location. If you want to go back into a dream that you've had, all you have to do is think of the place where it occurred before you go to sleep. Now, the dream may not play out exactly the same way. It may continue as it's meant to. But I can guarantee you'll get more specific answers to what you're looking for. All right. At this juncture, I'd like to specify the importance of a dream journal. This is my own little dream journal here. It's quite useful. I also put some show notes in here for this. Anyway, dream journals are very, very important because often you might dream of a future event and then it'll happen. And a great way to validate that you've seen the future is to document your dreams. Very, very important. Also, there is something else that I have to say about dream journals. Oh yes, it sets the stage in your subconscious for dream recall. The simple act of doing this makes you more conscious during your dreams. Oh yes, and you might want to date your dreams. Again, I'm more of the notion that time is an illusion, and as a metaphysicist, I use absolute perspective. So I perceive things from the point of eternity, which means I'm not too much of a big fan of temporal indicators. However, when I do think a dream is of specific relevance, then I will write the date on that particular dream journal entry, which I suggest you do if it feels right. All right, now you might want to assist other people with dream interpretations, and I'd like to just give you a bit of dream etiquette. Dream interpretation is, after all, a somewhat healing practice, and there are certain ways to go about it that's ethical. And the main point in this regard is when you're interpreting somebody else's dream, you need to understand that they're the ultimate authority on what they've dreamt, as you are too. So in this instance, you say, if it were my dream, and then continue with your interpretation. If you'd like to have your dreams interpreted by a professional metaphysical practitioner, then please don't hesitate to get into contact with me. I'd be very happy to assist you. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be delving into more esoteric things for those of you into that. So stay tuned and happy Ostra.